without further ado, let's get back. Yeah. Base of operation. That's what we're on. Let's get back into the show. Once all your units have taken action, the player phase ends and the enemy phase begins. Right, I was buying things.
Professor.
Hello, Shamir.
Reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory.
Fair
If
enough.
I don't come back, assume I'm dead.
No, you
I'm
won't
glad
get caught.
you think so highly of me, but we have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
Okay, fine. I'll believe that. Alright, hi,
Greetings,
Professor.
Professor. Nothing to report. I hear we're sending troops to Gronder Field next. Is that what's what? That whole area is in the territory of House Burgleys. It's famous as the main granary of Fodlan.
Is it
If
now?
we could capture it, we probably wouldn't have to worry about food anymore. Bread for all.
Well, that's a nice thought. What in the world is happening?
Right.
What? Are you guys okay?
That's right. Professor.
Hello, Sylvain.
What about... Say we do manage to take down Edelgard here. What do you think His Highness will do next?
I
As long
honestly
as there's a
don't know.
plan, I won't complain. I just, you know, want to know there is a plan.
Continue on to the Imperial capital? Head to the capital kingdom first?
Well, I'd be happy if that were the case, but I don't figure that'll actually happen. All this isn't just
Yep.
gonna magically end the moment we kill Edelgard. It's gone too far. I
Yeah,
suppose
you're
we
not
should focus on the
wrong.
battle right in front of us, instead of what happens later.
I probably should have just chosen I don't know. Cool, we'll take that. Yeah, Ash, come in. Yeah, let's have some nice Duskar boar to, celebrate the return of the
I
Dedue.
love to cook. What are we making today? Is that so? I have a lot of experience in the kitchen. I can make just about anything. Wow.
Nice. Okay, I have Felix and Ash that I need to get motivated. Rosetta's, Annette, Ingrid, Caspar. Oh yeah, let's do Annette and Caspar. Annette. Well, that will just have to do. I just want to get their supports up.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
You're eating too slow, Professor. You just gotta stick all of it in your mouth.
Okay, sure. Right, who? Right, Dimitri Mercedes and Ned as well. Gilbert and Shamir. Let's see if we can get... see if we can get... Oh, Dedue's already... Right. Right. How? Yeah, okay. Right. Oh, yeah, let's get Bernadetta. Bernadetta is also fully motivated, though. Flame's not. You know what? Let's do him and Flame. There we go.
That looks appetizing.
Why do you think
My
so?
brother used to scold me for being too picky, so I have grown to develop a taste for most things.
Oh, cool. What she says if you choose a meal that, like, she doesn't like? Yeah. Yeah, Dorothy and Bernadetta, along with all of the other blue lines, are ones I want to get most. Who does Gilbert have support with? Right, so these both things. Okay, so yeah, Dedue, Ash, Hanneman, Eloise. I don't remember what his and Eloise was, and then Catherine. Oh, right, it was about them talking about fishing and whatnot. Well, I have something that Hanneman won't. What about Catherine? Is she motivated? Do Gilbert. Well, if not, I can do Eloise. Where is Catherine? Am I blind? No, Catherine is gone. She's not showing up. I'll do these
This
two.
is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
Yeah,
Oh,
free
my
blue
favorite
arrows.
food. You've got to try this.
Yeah, sure. Hey, hang on. That. Explorer, Mary Ann, Sedith. Them. Okay, up. Hang on, nope. Cyril and Rodrigue. Catherine's not here. I think Catherine's gone for this month. She's not showing up. Which, yeah, makes sense. Oh, right, I wanted to take... Hi.
The Great Bridge of Murden was considerably better fortified than it was 5 years ago. The
Yep.
bridge was full of soldiers, and they all died. And Ferdy was there. We killed Ferdy,
Yep,
Professor.
yep,
He
I
used to
do.
be our friend. Do you remember those days?
Yeah, I do. We also killed Lawrence, too. So, could you teach me in that? Thank you. Cool. Hey.
I gotta say, it's tough to keep the fighting spirit alive when you recognize your enemies on the battlefield.
No, probably not wrong. Everyone
So
gets
you
that
can't
feeling.
avoid it, huh? How did everything get so messed up? Just because we're fighting someone doesn't mean we gotta hate them. That's probably the worst thing about war. Win or lose, I still get a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, you are a good guy, Raphael. You.
No. I can hardly believe we're crossing the borders of the Empire to battle their army. Never thought I'd see the day.
Really
You'd
now?
never guess from the calm looks on everyone's faces, though. I mean, we're probably all gonna die, let's be honest.
Wow,
Friends,
okay.
Lord Rodrigue, you? There's really something wrong with a lot of you, I swear.
Thanks. Glad you've told me how you feel, random NPC. Oh, there we are.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then?
It
Can you
has.
recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor?
After.
I'm glad you have not forgotten. It was shortly after I joined your class. I remember it like it was yesterday.
You can only teach me lands. Okay. Did I check with you yet? Sure. Well, since I'm getting that. Cool. I'd like only these.
Maybe.
Right, Bernadetta. Bunny!
So, the campaign continues, does it? Well, allow me, as a professional recluse with 10 years of experience, to volunteer for, staying behind.
Sure.
Oh, who am I kidding? The fighting won't stop until we've defeated Edelgard, will it?
No.
Or until we lose, I guess. But there's not much use in thinking about that.
Yeah. At least you're learning to become somewhat positive.
Pardon me.
Right, who else do I need to talk to? Right, I haven't talked to anyone down there. You talk to people over here. Then everyone up here.
Right.
Well, let's go talk to the people in the Abyss. The combat forecast will be shown before you commit to an attack. If the attack speed of one unit is greater than the other by 4 or more, the faster unit will strike twice. This is indicated by ×2 next to the attack.
Professor.
Hello,
Hey,
what are you
listen
gonna
up.
say?
I've got something to report. The
Oh?
Great Tree Moon is finally upon us. It's time to celebrate a new year.
Oh, right.
We only get so many. Folks
Oh.
up top don't seem to be in the mood to celebrate, though. I hate war.
Aww. You know, I totally forgot it was the Great Tree Moon. I bought this.
We've seen the face of evil. One of its faces, at least. And the Alliance is involved now.
Oh?
Hopefully, we can avoid dragging Alliance territory through the horrors of war.
That'd be
I've cut ties
preferred.
with my family, but I still want them to be safe and all.
Yeah, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that about this.
They're
Oh.
fighting people we used to know from the Officers Academy.
Yep.
Guess that's the kind of thing that happens in war, but still, it's pretty twisted.
It is indeed.
Makes me feel so. Ugh. Maybe I'll just try not to think about it.
Yep. You can only teach me in that right now. I'm not quite interested. No, that's... Uh-huh, that's where you are.
That Duke Fraldarius is a rather outstanding guy. Getting into his good graces isn't without challenges.
Oh?
If he were a bit more corrupt, he'd be much more pliable.
Okay. Oh?
I'm not trying to pull anything funny. Just noting that he's a respectable soldier.
I
Hey,
see.
yeah, he's the sort to have drinks with his men, getting to know them personally.
Oh?
Just last night, he and Felix had a chat. I'm sure there's a lot to work out between them.
He and Felix had a chat. Yuri, tell me, do you know what they were talking about? Come on, gossip. Give me the juicy gossip.
Across the bridge is Bergley's territory. It marks the start of our incursion into the Empire.
It does
Worry not.
indeed.
I feel no trepidation as we do this.
Oh?
Mark how my spellcraft carries us through to Envar, heart of the Empire.
Alright. I will mark that. Teach me a reason.
What a pain. What an absolute pain.
Oh? What's the matter?
Concerned, are you? That's nice. A little too nice.
Fine! I just thought maybe you would like a soldier to complain on. But if you don't want me, I'll leave.
Here's a word of warning. If anyone here asks you for a favor, it's probably just a scam.
Good to know. I didn't realize there were so many cats over there. Yep. Okay, down through here.
I used to be a rather important person in the church, but I am an exile for committing a crime.
Oh?
I embezzled some money, but it wasn't out of greed. My hometown was pillaged, you see, and the church wasn't putting in enough to rebuild.
Ow! Honestly, I don't blame you, but I'm also surprised you're sticking around here and not, you know, with Edelgard.
Please, you can't tell anyone you saw me here. I'm in hiding from the army.
Oh?
I couldn't stand the war, the violence. I had to get away. But now that I've deserted, I can't go home.
Aw.
Justice, ambition, what does any of that matter if you're dead? I just want to live. Is that so wrong?
No, it's not. Oh, right. I think I might have gotten something from the trash. Not the trash. The scrap heap. Iron Gauntlet. Silver Bow. Devil Sword. Cool.
That's so.
Oops, but I'm just gonna run over that guy. Okay, to the monastery. Kyra and Phyrus have the Canto ability, which allows them to use their remaining movement after taking certain actions. Use the mount and dismount commands to switch Kyra and Phyrus between the fighting on their mounts on foot. Yeah, we're gonna save. Oh? Oh, me and Annalise. B support, cool. You know what? I'm surprised I haven't already hit A with Yuri. Yeah, I think Catherine's temporarily gone. She's like, you know, goals. I don't know, it's fine. It's just weird that she's not showing up. Dedue. Because we need to get flying up. And also Lance. Yeah, we're increasing steam. Let's just stay longer. Stay longer. Cool, increase steam. I might overheat myself, but honestly, I don't care. Yep, I did. Well, the dew feels great. I'm red like a lobster.
No.
Excuse me? Who just said that to me?
Hi.
Alright, this person has a quest. Yes, I'm red.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too.
I'm not wrong. Why are you a wyvern rider?
He is minister of the imperial household, after all.
Yeah.
He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
I think he's just happy to serve her, honestly.
Hey, I could use a hand.
I help become the 7 night holiday. Okay, sure. I'll take that.
Word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Mercius.
Oh?
If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
Yeah. Not wrong.
What of this? When undertaking research, the usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments.
Okay.
Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception.
Oh, it's
you
this.
seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research.
Well, cool. Sorry about
Worry
that.
not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you?
Well,
I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny.
I
as
love
a
how I'm
crest
just
scholar.
smoking and red blatantly. It's great.
I have a thought.
Alright, let's teleport, talk to Sedith. No, I'm still red. Oh, cool.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area.
Yeah, it
I certainly
does.
hope we will find at least some clue.
Care to tell me where Catherine
I do
went?
suspect I already know where she is.
Catherine really goes to her family?
If I'm right, and she is in the Imperial capital, then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
Well. Right, you... I don't want you to teach me flying. At least not yet.
Well,
once I get A.
what do you think? The thought of fighting people who were once our friends, it makes my heart heavy.
Aww.
If it was gonna come to this, maybe I should have avoided making friends with people from the Empire and the Alliance to begin with.
Oh, that! I don't think that's the right attitude.
I just don't know, Professor. I'm having a hard time with it. It did often seem strange to me at the Academy that we were studying with all these people from all over the world.
Oh?
But I feel like I've finally started to understand the real reason behind it.
Why?
The more you get to know people from other places, the harder you'll try to avoid fighting wars with them.
Oh. Well, that's good. Oh, nice. Now we saw people
the next
talk
battle
with.
could be a big one. Is that true?
Yeah.
I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well.
Aww.
But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die. Professor, don't be one of those.
I literally cannot. Oh, look, I'm no longer red-faced. Gosh, there's a lot of people gathered around. Gilbert, do you need help?
Thank you for bringing me here.
Why does it keep calling her maiden? Really cool.
I've been given permission to take part in this next mission too.
What? No! Whose foolish idea was this?
I'll finally be able to avenge my brother. I swear. I'll take down that monster.
I don't like this.
I heard Edelgard is going to be leading her forces personally in the next battle.
Yep.
Seems pretty reckless to charge right into this one. I'm not sure I like our chances. What do you think?
Don't worry, I can handle it.
I don't know why you're so confident, but it does somehow make me feel better.
Why do you think so?
We've come this far. Let's just keep putting one foot in front of the other and see how far we get.
Right,
Yet another grand battle awaits. Many will lose their lives.
Yep. It's our hardest to stay alive.
Let's. We must both make it home in one piece.
Oh?
Even considering those we are up against. Friends from a time now past. I won't hold back.
Cool. Hi, Gilbert. Hey, hang on. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Can you guess where his thoughts around
Catherine
him?
will surely be able to convince Count Karen.
Oh, okay, so
All
she
that
is
remains
gone.
is to wait for a response from the Alliance side. For now, there are preparations to be made for the
Okay,
coming
so
battle.
yeah, she's not gonna be here all exploration period. Right, we have those first to find too. Why are you guys all crowded around?
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. We already
Don't worry.
fought Ferdinand at the Great Bridge of Murden, but I guess there's a good chance we'll be
I love
fighting
how
royal
people keep
friends
mentioning, oh yeah, we had to fight Ferdinand. Kill Lawrence? We don't need to talk about him.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Mercius, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? The battle just ahead of us is far from certain.
Oh? Yeah, you're not wrong. I think I've talked to everyone. Looks like. So that's good.
Okay.
We don't talk about Lawrence, no, no, no. We don't talk about Lawrence. But it was so long. It's a great bridge of mud. No, hang on. Where? Right, you were at the stables. Okay.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Of course.
Hey!
Yeah, I think I got the notes last time, so... You know what? I'm just gonna double check. Because I don't remember. Cool. Well then. Select manually because nice. Okay, we're just missing 2 more. Let's see, we only have room for 2 more people. So Dimitri's obviously gonna fill 1, and then oh. Alright, Dedue!
I have deepened my understanding.
That's good, because you need it.
There must be more I can do.
Keith, let me instruct you in this.
I answered correctly. No need for praise. I have deepened my understanding.
Good, okay, right. Oh shoot, I meant to, well. You know what, I also want to increase his.
Always more to learn. Always more to learn.
What's there now?
Always more to learn.
I do think so.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous.
Well, I'll take it.
You're so good at teaching that you make me jealous.
Now let's do plain. Rescue, nice. But I do. What is her A reason?
I would like to do this again sometime.
Yeah, let's get her up to D.
Well worth the effort.
Oh, maybe. Right, Annette. I mean, I know you are Gremory now, but...
Thanks for your time.
Right. Okay, yeah, you. I don't remember what level.
This could be useful. Maybe.
I don't remember what level we need to
This
get
could be
you.
useful. Maybe. This could be useful. Maybe.
Well, we unlocked your button talent. Black magic crit plus 10, yeah, we'll...
New power that I could use.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you use it. Gosh. I have way too many units.
I thought this was a test.
When we're at war?
Alright, that's enough praise.
Sure, whatever.
I thought this was a test. Wow, I seem to be on a roll.
You do indeed. Yes, we got you to S.
I thought this was a test.
Lance crit
Still
plus
a long
10.
way to go.
We'll take it. Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, and then... Yeah, we're gonna keep it for now.
I have a question.
Alright. I had this sword for a long time. It's as much a part of me as the hand that holds it. But a good sorceress should craft it up with a more effective durable. Should I stick with my ultimate sword or get a better one? Why not use both? No, hang on. Get a new weapon and give yourself time to train with it. You know what? Sure, you can work on your faith. Yeah, let's talk with Eloise.
Hello, Professor. What brings you here? Fancy a bit
Another
of fishing?
fishing support. Okay. Yes.
You know, I can hardly go fishing without thinking of old Gerald. He and I would just sit here, casting our lines again and again. I'm no better at it now than I was then. Not a single nibble.
You're not cut out for it.
Just like your father. He used to tell me exactly the same thing. I was hopeless at it, but he was a master.
Yeah, it's
In
definitely
the time
my
it took me to
headcanon
catch one fish, he could fill his basket
Gerald
to
is
the
the one
brim.
that told Violet.
You know,
taught Violet
talking
how to
to
fish,
you
and
and
that's why
feeling very
we'll
nostalgic.
go fishing.
Why don't you
can
join me?
explore and do fishing.
We can trade some stories about the old man.
Sure. Yeah.
We spoke before about how Gerald never seemed to age, right?
Yes.
Once, when he was drunk, he let the secret slip.
Oh?
He said he'd had an infusion of crest-bearing blood, and it had greatly extended his life.
Oh? Crest can make people live longer?
Well, we'd both been drinking. I figured he was joking, so I just laughed it off. Then I asked him his age. He said he'd stopped counting after he hit 100. And he was telling the truth. In those 20 years he was away, he didn't age a bit. An incredible person, to be sure.
He
And I
had
probably
also
don't know the
why
half of it.
our dad's over
Actually,
a century.
I'd like to ask you something about Gerald, if you don't mind. When Gerald was away from the monastery, what was he like?
He did not. You know what? Let's talk about something positive.
In other words, he was exactly the same. When he was with the Knights, he always found time to go fishing. He was hooked on it, you might say.
You know what? That's an
He'd
acceptable
say
plan.
there was
I
no
accept it.
greater pleasure in life than sinking his teeth into a fish he'd caught and washing it down with a drink. I have to say, right now, fishing with you, it really takes me back.
Aw, I'm glad
This
to hear
feels
that.
just like the good old days, when Gerald was sitting alongside me.
Oh, I'm glad. Nice. Finally got his B support.
I will enjoy this.
Yes, this will go well.
Okay.
Look at our excellent results.
Nice. Okay, D plus. Yeah. We're getting there. Nice. Yeah, it cut Catherine.
There
from
must
training.
be more I can do.
It cut Catherine from
Growth
training
sustains
completely.
me.
I'm finding my focus.
I'm almost tired of learning new things.
Like, that's really odd. Alright, it was just... Eventually we'll get them. We do. How? Well, it's a 40, that. 40%, not terrible. I think you'll be able to get it. Oh, that's a lot. What do you need? B in reason. B plus in reason. I don't know if I don't think he's gonna get it. We got Gremory. I could put him in this class if I wanted. But I don't. I want to master Dark Bishop. Oh, she. If I wanted, I could make her be a warlock. That is cute. Still can't make Bomola me a warlock. Well. Okay, yeah, I think Capra is just gone for this entire month. I know I keep saying that, but like, everything seems to be pointing in that direction. I just wasn't expecting it. No, we got, I think we got magic stuff. Yeah, I think we did that last episode. Alright. Yeah, let's get this out of the way.
Professor, so this is where you were. I have something I would like to show you.
Oh?
I found this in Lady Rhea's room. It seems to be a letter, addressed to you.
Did you check out the room on your own?
I admit some guilt to the action. However, I hoped Lady Rhea had left something behind.
Look, I'm not... Look,
I
it's
have not
fine.
read the contents of the letter. If you do not object, could we read it together?
Yeah, sure.
Dear child, I have little time, and so I will keep this brief.
Oh.
I asked you to take care of things should something happen, but I wish to make myself useful as well.
Oh.
I left a treasure at the Holy Tomb. Please take it. However,
okay.
Note that I set a bit of a trap to prevent thieves from stealing it.
Oh.
Please take ample precautions so that you are not harmed when you retrieve it.
You prevented thieves from getting that!
Rhea.
But they still managed to get your sword.
Her handwriting is a mess. It is likely she wrote this letter 5 years ago, just before the battle. If Lady Rhea says it's a treasure, and I've no doubt it would be useful to us.
Yeah.
If you plan to retrieve it, I will accompany you. What is your plan, Professor?
I'll go with you.
However, it says that Lady Rhea laid some manner of trap in the Holy Tomb. Just to be safe, I'd like to request someone else accompany us. We don't know what dangers await.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, no. Am I gonna be required to take him? I hope not. Well, if I do, and there's not enough units to do, you might get adjutant. You might become an adjutant. That way I can raise your support with them. I get 12 units! Alright. Constance, happy, sorry. I don't even... Oh gosh, I have to figure out who I want my 12th unit to be. Okay, Annette, you're getting your father, Gilbert. Actually, no. Ash, take Gilbert. You're level 32. You're level 31. Yeah, not you. Unfortunately. Let's take Dorothea. we'll do Ignatz. And Dedue, take Flame. Dorothea can adjutant Felix. Actually. And what? No, let's have Yuri. So... that is so cool seeing. Yeah, this is gonna be our final. Okay. If we ever get 12 units, these are gonna be the people that we take with us. Okay. Alright. How? Yeah, that looks about right. Cavalry War. I don't remember what that does. Yeah, we got Holy Knights of Saros. Right, you got none. Fine. Let's save and then... oh, that's the end. Defeat all enemy commanders. Ashlynn falls in battle.
Something is wrong. Do not let your guard down.
Okay.
Phantoms? And some are giving commands. Remove them from the battlefield immediately.
Dude, I would very much like to, but this is just gonna be us trying to stay out of their radius. We're both gonna go.
I'm your girl.
We'll take wind then.
Can't afford to lose.
I'll cut through.
Yeah, we don't need. Bye-bye.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, that.
What's the plan?
Okay. With that. No, maybe I should have used raid weapons.
Ready when you are.
quit that.
At your service.
Alright.
Yeah.
Hey!
Bye-bye.
Let's keep our guard up.
I am prepared.
What? No, we'll deal with you.
I'll comply.
Oh, get on lances then.
I'll destroy you!
See you in the eternal flames.
You make me feel safe.
Oh.
What's my strategy?
Okay, yeah, I need someone else to be able to take the hit for Mercy. No, that'll work.
Why not?
Right,
Steady now.
sure, why not?
Thanks.
I'd be honored.
I'll do my best.
No. But, hang on. If I give her 11 sword plus, I just want to see. And she can attack. Okay? Okay?
Obvious. Is that it?
I forgot to equip Lance crit.
Pathetic. Weak.
Nice.
There must be more I can do.
Mechanical beasts. Locate their puppet masters and eliminate them.
Easier said than done, dude.
A threat eliminated.
Nice.
I am only just beginning.
Hey Luna, how are you doing? Oh gosh, you know what, it's fine, we'll have him go here. Yeah, we got him back! Whoop whoop! Yeah, we'll keep that. Alright, know what? Let's equip fire. Nope, hang on. Actually, no. If you can go fire. Yeah, what? What? Sure, tell me. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'll do her lap. Okay, you're gonna try and attack a net. Yeah, I know. It is super sad. Oh gosh. I was kind of hoping you would get a crit happy, but okay. We'll just poke you. This was my first run of Blue Lions,
until we meet again.
but this is my third route. Ash. That's why I called her Ashlynn. Gosh, you are going... Well, I need to eliminate the threat that Happy has. Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies on this map. Okay, you can attack from there. Oh gosh. Okay, you got wrecked. Okay. I also went for Cloud and Golden Deer. You know what? Here, take out that enemy.
I won, didn't I?
I was thinking of doing Dorothea for my Crimson Flower route. Here, we're gonna have you dismount. If you could crit, that'd be great. No. Cool. Happy may die. Shoot, we got bolting. Yeah, I think I might have to divine pulse here. Nice yes, try. That's why I'm pairing them together. Or as adjutants, so I can get their ending together. There's... Okay! She's going for Mary. It's going for Mary Ann. Better than Happy, though, so... If I hit, I'm screwed. Nice. Here, fist bump. Nope, I think I need to raise up my magic stat. Oh good! Their gamut changed. Happy. I think we're good. That's Chef Doodles. And How is Ingrid alive?
It is done. Onward.
Okay, yeah, we need to get her out of here. You know what? She needs to heal herself. Do you have any heal? You have an elixir, you know what? Well, I'll move her over here. Have her help. You know what? She'll heal Dedue.
My thanks.
Happy and Yuri. That's what I'm going for. And then Dorothea and Sylvain. I do see why multiple people ship. Oh, and then also, Ignatz and Mercedes. I do see why people ship Annette and Felix together, I do. But I want Annette to end up with her father and have their paired ending together for this route. So I won't be doing that. Getting those two together, but any other route I think I would. I know it sounds bad out of context. I couldn't think of a better way to say it. Okay, right. Annette, yeah, go up. Oh, let's just use recover.
You saved me.
Okay. I think he might end up with, Ingrid. Either that or him and Ingrid will both end up not having a pairing. Because this round I'm also going to have Marianne end up with Dimitri since I'm taking Ash from her. Because typically I always have her and Ash end up together. That's what I've done for my past two routes. So. Okay, Dedue, can you can attack, but that's not what I want. Okay, what is your movement? I do need more mithril, though. Sis, physic. Alright, I have fortify. You know what? Let's just use fortify. Beauty and the Beast. Let's just use fire.
This could turn the tides.
Okay. Gosh, they're all gonna go for Dedue. I can't. Cool. What? Sure, we'll mini bow. No, I should have had. No, I should have had Mercy go last. We're gonna Divine Pulse that.
What's my strategy?
Your strategy is to set people on fire. I haven't gotten their final support yet.
All is going to plan.
So I am interested in seeing that. That's one I do want to get.
I'd be honored.
In the name of justice.
Cool, let's go Ash with that crit.
I'm still here.
I'm impressed.
You should be. Alright,
I'll comply.
Dimitri. How much of a dodge tank can you be? Alright, because that's ability of his, I believe. Yeah, while at full HP, he hasn't taken any damage, so...
Steady now.
You know what? Here, heal her. We'll save fortitude for later.
At your service.
Thank you.
I really like Raphael and Bernadetta. Yeah, it really, they do have a great platonic ending. It's really cool. But like, he ends up with Ralph's sister or two, like. Well, okay. You are gonna go for Dedue. You are also gonna go for Dedue, so what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. And dismount. Actually, hang on. Where's your short axe? Let's go for them. I like... Oh right, because they're interesting, yeah. Though I currently ship Ferdinand and Constance. You're gonna go for me, okay. Please don't die.
Why not?
That's all I ask. Swarmby it is! I know, right? Like, here, I'll eat fish all day! I don't care!
Same old, same old.
Okay, we got rid of one bow knight. That's good.
Whatever gets me by.
Ready when you are.
Oh dear. Gosh, there are so many enemies. My plan is to eliminate all the golems, or at least destroy their shields.
I'll cut through.
Well, please cut through them. That was really unnecessary, Felix.
Next.
I find it interesting that Yuri can end up with male Byleth. All of his supports, except for Byleth and Balthus, are all girls. He only has 2 guys, yet he can end up with a guy. And the majority of his supports are girls. I just find it kind of hilarious.
What's the plan?
The plan is, you take... Fine. Brave Lance it is.
All for our
He's
future.
like, are you coming? I just got the one where she's like, oh yeah, I decided to create black licorice magic because licking boots is disgusting. And it's hilarious that she doesn't know any better. Let's go, Ingrid. We needed that. Oh, you have to... That was weird. It like took forever to show. Alright, yeah. You know what? Get behind Sylvain. Come on. Oh dear. I mean, I almost do. I haven't gotten set up in them yet. Dang it!
His Highness saved my life. I won't waste it.
Too weak for this world. I understand this better now.
The way he says it sounds so threatening. I love it. I understand this better now. Gosh. Yeah, we're going after Divine Pulse. I just lost a do. Yes! Yes, yes, great. Best ship. Bernie's dad sucks. Okay, Dedue fell. We do not want that. Yeah, we'll keep it with Ash defeated Phantom Soldier. Okay. And then these guys we managed to get out. Okay.
I'll
Felix,
cut through.
come up. Let's, you know what? Let's have you use your seal sword.
You thought well.
Wouldn't that be cool? That was a plot of Free Hopes. Alright.
Why not?
Right. There we go. Please dodge. Happy. Thank you.
I'm getting used to this.
It's weird to think there's a church route and she's not playable.
That'll do.
Like,
for now.
Ready when you are.
What's the plan?
True, but at least near the end. Also, you could have just rewritten it to be the one, to be another route where she doesn't get captured.
I'll end this quickly.
There we go. Still got that crit. That's so weird that it took forever to show that hitting. Okay, we got here. Right, okay. Okay. Dubstep javelins. Gosh. Okay, you. Gosh. Ugh. Yeah, these guys are gonna be a problem. Okay, you know what
I am
to
prepared.
do. Get back. Dismount. Equip your short axe. And wait.
I'll comply.
You know what? I'm not ready for Dimitri. You know what? I think Dimitri might be able to. Let's just equip a short spear and see how it goes.
Steady now.
If I step here, are you gonna attack? Not according to the thing.
Well done.
Yeah, no, I can't. I don't think. Golden Deer Route, I don't think I can marry anyone but Claude. Nope, I need physic.
My thanks.
Alright. Let's see how this goes. Are you kidding me?
Forgive me. My battle ends here.
Right, she was a condition to not have her die. Oh. Okay. Well then. Okay. Dedue, what can your battalion do? Curse status effects on all allies within range. Cool, that...
I'll comply.
Cool. We're gonna...
At your service.
draw you back.
Steady now.
Let's heal Dedue up, since he's gonna be taking damage.
Useful.
I never thought about Elise walking by down the aisle, but you know, now that you mentioned it.
I am prepared.
Hey, this, you know what, hang on, no, mount. Nope, shoot, one's gonna go for Violet. I can't have that happen. Dismount. I am short. Let's wait. Oh my!
Forgive me. My battle ends here.
Cool. I think we might just need to make a compilation of all the times Ashlynn dies in this single map, or when I lose a unit in general on this map. Cause seriously, oh my gosh. Okay. The problem is, here's the question. How far back do I need to get? Okay, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna keep these two, because that happens at the very beginning of the turn. Then we're gonna do everyone on this side, because we managed to keep them
I'll cut through.
alive. So...
One to remember.
Why not?
Okay, she doesn't crit. Misses her. Okay, so that's good. what it seems like we need to do is get everyone out of the attack radius of that bolting knight.
Never gets me by. What's the plan?
Same as we've done for the past 3 divine pulses. He just missed. Okay. Okay. Okay, you know what?
Ready when you are.
Here. Attack.
I aim for greatness.
Keep you there. She's not going to take much damage, so unless he crits, which, I mean, it's high, so it's a possibility. Well then, you, hang on, which one? You have Abraxas, you have Abraxas, you, what is your attack? Where does your attack, hang on. That's his entire attack radius. Oh no. Attack, okay. So those squares are safe. Got it. So.
I'd be honored.
Combat arts. Honestly, we just need a. No, let's just do the steel bow.
I won't falter.
No, what I need. Okay, you know what? I think Mercedes.
At your service.
Okay, was their movement? She'll get hit by the bow knight though. That's a problem. But although if I don't move her back. If I don't move her back, the keeper, if I don't, okay, I think.
What's my strategy?
Strategy is retreat.
Steady now.
Yeah, heal her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I either... Yeah, Dimitri doesn't have... Dude,
I am prepared.
Can you take out this guy?
Had to be done.
Did indeed have to be done, because they're gonna lose Mercy, and she might be the only person who could handle.
I'll comply.
Right here. Give her some support. No, oh, you know, she had the chalice. That's fine. Are you kidding me? Well, thank goodness. Alright, let's go, Happy. She does not like being hit.
We came out on top. This time.
Okay. We're good. Now the only question is, how do we defeat that bolting? Doing it for the next. Okay. Now how do we get rid of... Okay. You can only go that far. How can we... I don't know. Ash, can you... Hang on. Maybe if I move Ash up, he can Deadeye? Let's do it. We'll take it. Ash. Nope, we need physic. Nope, and...
You're a big help.
Well, I'm glad you think Ignatz is a big help. Gosh.
I'll do my best.
Yeah, heal Happy.
Appreciated.
Alright.
Better you than me.
Hades, it is.
Relax. You're dead.
One bow knight down.
Knew you could do it.
Good, glad you thought so. Shoot, Ingrid is so close. Horus. Yeah, his gambit's stride. Less. Kinda hate to waste a gambit, but we kinda need them to get over there. Okay, you.
I'm your girl.
Your gambit can't do nothing! Right. Well, actually, it might be able to do something. Nope, that still doesn't work. Okay.
What's the plan?
Well, you know what? Let's just take care of you.
I'll cut through.
I'm your girl.
Huh.
Might as well rally strength. Okay. You're going after her.
What's my strategy?
Yeah, and I can't get out.
At your service.
Hang on. Okay, we can use a sword. We can use a sword. Cool. Okay, we're gonna try something.
I am prepared.
Okay, my void will go up to 36. 36. 33, so I don't want that. You know what? We're gonna add to the convoy. We're gonna store pressure. And yeah, we're gonna take that. We're gonna equip that so we can heal. Go and dismount. Actually, no, we'll mount. Then we're gonna wait. Bolton. Nope, okay. We're going for Dimitri. To his 30%. 35. 7. Okay. Okay, yeah, let's take one away.
Thanks so much.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
That will work.
Thank you, Dimitri, for dodging. Yeah, no damage, so we're good. Oh, nice. Okay. I don't think that's gonna go well. Nice. Okay, so can we kill the one that has bolting now? Thank goodness I healed Ash. Gilbert. I was kind of hoping you would be able to protect him, but whatever. Okay.
Ready when you are.
Gambit.
You have my support.
Let's turn the tables.
What's the matter?
Maybe we can bring it closer to a nap. No.
Sorry.
Alright. Silver? Cool, that'll do it. Cool, that's going in the convoy.
One down. Target the remaining commanders.
Cool. Yeah, I will. Just give me a moment.
I need to slow down.
Well, you can do that. You can do that after you kill this. Because we kinda...
I'm still here.
Steady now.
Ooh! You know what? We can have it not get a kill.
No mercy.
There we go. And he just back. Start Bishop. Let's go.
I believe I can do more. I think I've mastered it.
Finally.
I'm counting on you.
Good. Yeah, I don't... Hang on. Actually, Mercy, can your battalion? Your battalion can do damage.
What about this?
Why not?
That will do. You're supposed to be good against these. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Who can I heal? Well, heal Happy, I guess.
Yeah.
Thanks. Gosh, we probably should have healed Ingrid. Okay, items. You can now...
I'll comply.
Nope, I can't get the other one. Okay. Hang on. Okay, right. No, I want to know what your... Does it have to be from a... Hang on. You know what? No, we're gonna keep it. fine.
I understand this better now.
Alright, I have happy. You know what? Oh yeah, let's heal Ash.
You're a big help.
Oh! Oh right, she was the last person. Okay, okay, we still got one. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it from this way. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal Felix up. Got that mithril, which is good because we needed it. Yeah, take out the remaining health bar. Nice! Let's go happy.
Keep your expectations in check.
Nice.
Well, certainly can't complain.
Yeah, we're gonna keep her there. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Oh. Yeah, let's go Sylvain.
I owe you one.
I love how Ignox has... Ignox? What? Ignox has become our secondary healer. Oh, good, you. Well, blind sword it is.
This could turn the tides.
I mean, good, but like it also could not. You're still level 36, so. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, that will work. Yeah, let's do Ash.
Thank you.
Nah, we'll keep him. There.
I'd be honored.
There we go.
I can't lose.
Let's go, Ash!
It was the only way.
Actually, hang on. You can. Oh, yeah. If you can go to the side.
No escape!
Right, yeah, let's get rid of that, Right, okay. Yeah, Actually, hang on. Go over here. Poke there. No. Dang it. Okay, it needs to be there.
What's the plan?
Why not?
Then. Yeah, then we should be able to break the rest of the shields.
Don't let me down.
Nice, more mithril.
I am prepared.
Good.
I'd be honored.
Well, Gilbert just leveled up.
Ah, still had room to grow.
What's my strategy?
Yeah, let's heal Ash.
Much appreciated.
And I just leveled up again.
Steady now.
Yeah, let's heal Marianne.
That helps.
Ready when you are. I'm your girl.
No, we're not. I don't want to put you in danger just yet.
At your service.
Oh, I should have healed. Well.
I'll do my best.
Oh, here. Kneel you.
Sorry.
Oh wait, I don't think you're gonna hit. I'd be impressed if you did, honestly. Okay. Now let's heal Sylvain.
Thanks.
Yeah, let's take that person out.
It's my duty.
Oh, that, let's try the killer axe, at least it won't kill you. Oh! Wait, did some damage!
Don't let your guard down.
Wasn't planning on it.
I'll comply.
Yeah, let's just...
Same old, same old.
Don't want to provoke any... Yeah, no, we're not gonna... Wait, you, come here. Thank you. Can I get to do? Yes.
My thanks.
Nice. Cool. Let's have you be able to do as well.
Useful.
Finally, thank you. Come here.
Too slow.
Nice. Yeah, also, if you could just come closer so you know you can gambit. if I position myself here... No, I'm still not gonna get Ashlynn happy. Okay. Now it's dance!
Wow, thanks.
So close. Know what? You know what? If we can those rods through and get our reason faith magic up, I'll take it.
I'm sorry.
Right, let's use it. Yep, go Fleur.
Witness my resolve.
Wait, hang on.
I am prepared.
Yeah, short axe. Yeah, that will do nothing, but she can get... Okay, everyone can get to a place, so you know what? I'm not too worried. Nice. Yes, more mithril. Yeah, let's just use those rocks too. Nice!
A hard life sharpens the senses.
Combat arts. Go! There we go! Bye-bye! Dimitri really wants that. I am. Okay, that's good. Hunter's volley! Yeah, let's go! Bye-bye. Let's equip Thunder. Oh boy. Alright. Well, see ya. What's Flame, you want to get in on this? Yep, okay, was just wondering. Poor Ignos, he just got brought here to be a second healer.
That was close.
The puppets still move, but they appear weaker. Destroying them should be easier now.
Oh, cool. $37, $36. You know what? Fire!
Leave it to me.
Cool.
I have to do this.
Let's go.
This is for the best, right?
I mean, yeah, we now only have to do one.
I want to learn even more.
Impressive.
I do think so. Alright, Sis, you know... Actually, you know what? Help him. Assist.
Thank you.
Yeah, Dedue is lower level, so... Well, we leveled up Flame! Not Dedue, though, which is what I was hoping.
Experience beats growth.
It seems all is safe. Let's find Lady Rhea's treasure quickly.
Yeah, okay.
Here. So this is Lady Rhea's treasure.
Eternal Guardian. Dun dun. And Ash is MVP. We'll take it. Let's go. Now it increased. Yep, also we'll take it.
I never thought a holy tomb would have a trap such as that. Had we not been prepared...
We all would have
died! If
died!
Lady Rhea laid that trap, then what kind of person is she?
A goddess, maybe?
Perhaps you should go save Lady Rhea and ask her directly.
Or a child of the goddess.
Whatever the truth, still this treasure has been recovered. I do not know how much history is attached to this item, but it is an amazing artifact. It is possible this weapon once engraved its name in the history of the Church of Seros.
That's it.
This is your responsibility, imparted to you by Lady Rhea.
I'm gonna take it for myself.
Make use of it. I will be going now. I must prepare for our next battle.
And someone else can take the shield I was using. Right. Right. Items. Abilities. Trade, we'll trade authority. And then Ignots. Yeah, you're definitely, nope. Life taker. Yeah, we'll do that. Is what we want. Alright, yeah. Save. Okay, Dedue. Yeah, we're gonna give you back Crusher. Ooh, yeah. Man, if that wasn't the time, I would totally play another battle. That one fight took us about an hour. That was rough. Let's see if there's no one I'm following. So let's see. If there's anyone I want to yeah, let's see if there's anyone playing Fire Emblem. Oh, there's a lot. But I can't remember. It's a cool. You know what? We don't need to read anyone. Well, actually, no, I found someone. Read them. Alright, so thanks for coming. I'll see you guys next week. Or hopefully, we don't keep dying. Yeah, anyway. Bye.